Despite the peace agreement, many individuals, especially children, continue to suffer due to lack of medication. During the war, these infants were unable to access medical treatments due to the presence of Eritrean forces. Letabrahan Gabrahiwat and Moose Gabru share their experiences of how the war has had devastating impact on children.
ወረዳት ሓደ ሓይለ ይነብር እዚ ማምስተወለደ መጀመርያ ገዛይ ተወልዱ በጣም ረቀቅ ቆልዓ ነይሩ ጥንስ ንሃለወኒ
I'm a resident of District Tahta Haili, and my baby was born at home. He was underweight, and on the third day, his stomach became bloated. We couldn't go to the hospitals because the Eritrean forces were present everywhere. However, after the peace agreement, I was able to bring my son to the hospital. It has been a month since our arrival, but due to the malnourishment, I'm unable to provide him with solid food. He can only drink milk.
አዶናይ ሙዑዝ ከዓድግራት ያው እዚ ሕማም እዚ ጀመረ መጀመርያ ምስ ተወለደ ማለት እዩ
My son's name is Adonai Mu'uz, and we came from Adigrat. He fell ill shortly after birth and required surgery for a bump on his back. However, after the surgery, his condition worsened. Unfortunately, despite having a surgery appointment scheduled for May 18th, he was unable to receive it due to lack of medical supplies. As a result, his head has enlarged.
Dr. Tigrai, a doctor at the hospital, explains how patients are unable to access ambulances and medical supplies.
كنا هالون كتحكموا اللي يدخل خناتات نيرو.
The situation was not conducive to treating patients due to the absence of medical equipment. Patients are unable to access ambulances for transportation to hospitals.
The parents expressed that lack of medication at the hospital has forced them to purchase medications from outside pharmacies at high prices, causing a severe economic crisis in their lives.
As my son did not receive treatment, his head continued to enlarge. We've been here for over 2 weeks, and there has been no improvement in his condition. Even if we wanted to buy the medication externally, we cannot afford it. The cost of the surgery alone is over 30,000 birr. We are left with no choice but to wait in hope.
There are no medications available at the hospital, so we have to beg for money from others to buy medication from outside sources. Dr. Tigrai explains how the lack of medication leads to loss of many lives and the medical expenses are unaffordable for patients.
توتال عيدر بقى بتعمل ستيل حيال زخنا ناي مدحين تسرت الله.
Either hospital is experiencing a severe shortage of medical supplies, and as a result, we can only prescribe medications to patients. However, even the patients cannot afford these medications. Every child has the right to receive the necessary medical treatment. Unfortunately, sometimes we lose lives within minutes while waiting for the required medical treatment to arrive from outside.
The parents appeal to the concerned bodies and the government to provide all the necessary medical supplies to save countless children's lives.
ካብ ፌደራል መንግስቲ ይኹን ዲያስፖራ ያው ንዝ ህፃን ወደ ይኹን ዋላ ካልኦት ህፃውንቲ እውን ኣለዉ ከምዚ መሰሉ
The federal government and other concerned bodies must provide the required medical supplies for children like my son. It is crucial for children to have timely access to adequate medical supplies.
أنا هم منجست فيدرال إحنا سلام كوين لنا زتفقت في اللز وسيله مثلنا تحليو.
I call upon the federal government to fully implement the peace process and address our problems by providing all the necessary medical supplies for our children.